Hello, welcome. This is going to be some real spontaneous harmonizing of a hymn here. I just had someone ask me, how can you arrange a hymn specifically in the style of Andrew York, but maybe that what does that mean exactly? Andrew York's style is quite varied, but I think you could kind of simplify that into maybe saying like a modern contemporary style. So that's what we're going to attempt here. So you can actually, so what I've got here is the hymn itself, and MuseScore. This is the program I use is called MuseScore for the notation, and there's a really neat feature and I'm going to pop the link into the chat. You can actually upload a PDF document and it will put it into MuseScore, into notation like this automatically. So that saved me a lot of time. So that's what it did here. It even put the text in and everything. The title, I did nothing. I just imported this. I just went to File and then Import PDF. It'll take you to the link to do that. You just upload the file and then this is what you get. So I don't know the hymn. So this is very spontaneous here. So this is true. This is like authentic, true. I haven't prepared this at all. This is the process that I would do if I were to arrange this hymn. So obviously the first thing I would do is play it a little bit and just get a sense of what this hymn sounds like and what it's about, because that will affect my arrangement a little bit. I can already see the key is in E flat major with the 3 flats there, so not the friendliest key for the guitar. I'd probably change it to either D or E, and that will depend on maybe what the hymn is about and other factors. So I'll just read the treble clef mostly, because I'm not very good at reading bass clef. Nice kind of sequence in that of that melody there. That's nice. Okay, so it sort of feels like the first part. Oops, there's a little, this is a literal like import. So looks like there's a little typo there. Got a nice clustery chord happening there. What just happened there? See if I can get rid of that. Okay. All right. So this last line's kind of messed up. So I'll have to look at the original to fix that up. But yeah, it's not bad really. For a couple of clicks of the button to import a PDF and get it, I think it's done a pretty good job. It's just that last line, it's messed up a bit, but we'll fix that up in a minute. So my first thought here is really the key. I don't like E flat major. One of the reasons for that is on the guitar with 3 flats, you're cutting out 4 open strings, right? So the B flat, we cut out the second string. The E flat, we cut out the 2 top strings, and the A flat, we cut out the A. So we've only got 2 strings in the middle that we can use 2 open strings. So that's why you tend to not see this key on the guitar very much. If we change it to the key of E major though, then we'll have lots of open strings and it won't be much of an adjustment. You can just about read it, like if you just pretend that there's a E major key signature, you could just right, you can already So we can already play it in E major pretty easily. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to change the key signature just like that, and then all right, now to put all these flats and naturals in, I'll try to override that hopefully as well. There we go. So that's done. So I just selected it all, and then I pressed down up or up down to just shift it and then shift it back. So it took away all those accidentals. Okay, now I don't like bass clef, so I think I can change this to treble clef. Let's see if that works. Yeah, cool. And then I would put this all up an octave. So now I'm getting something that I can read on the guitar much more easily. I'd probably put this up the octave too. It's a little bit low, so I'll put that up the octave. So now we're getting, yeah, now we're getting something that looks, is a very good starting point, right? We're in E major. There we go, beautiful, right? Very, very, hymn-like, right? A hymn, usually you've got either this kind of piano style, 4-part voice, 4-part piano, or 4-part, SATB, soprano, alto, tenor, bass kind of writing, which we have here. So it's very like homophonic, it's very chordal. Every note's kind of like harmonized just about. And so when you're thinking of like what style to write it in, that's one of the considerations. We probably want to change it from that very chordal style to something that uses more flowing textures, flowing rhythms, arpeggios, and things like that. We're specifically thinking of Andrew York's music, pieces that Andecy, for example. So something like that, right? So I'm just getting a feel based on another piece. That seemed to work quite well. Okay, so I might start there. So what we need to do now is actually put in my guitar part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to instruments. I'm going to add a guitar. I'll put a tablature part in too, just to make it, for those of you who aren't as fluent with notation, I will put tablature in as well. So we'll do that, and that should oh no, I want guitar. Okay, so the tablature, I want also just a normal guitar part as well. Usually okay, let's do that, guitar. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then I'm still getting used to MuseScore. Okay, cool. You can just flip the instruments around like that. Okay. All right, so this will be my guitar part, and I'll pop the tablature in there. Now, there's some neat tricks with tablature on MuseScore. I'll show you when we get to it. Really great. So let me know. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat here. Let me know if you have any questions at any point. Okay, so I know I might be moving kind of fast. We transposed this very quickly, and we changed the bass clef to treble clef, and changed octave. So we're like really preparing the ground a little bit. What you might also want to think about before you really make a big start with things, I think getting a feel for the texture and that you want, the style of the piece, I think is really important. So we'll figure that out first. But then the next step, I think, will be, we've got the key, which is great. I think the next step will be the form. What structure are we going to use? Because we don't necessarily want to use the structure of a hymn, which is very, just, what's the term, strophic or whatever, like it just repeats itself, but the text changes. So it functions very well as a hymn in that case, but not necessarily as an instrumental piece. So in order to make it perhaps more interesting as an instrumental piece, we can think about form, and we might even think of changing the key in that form. For example, if we do something like a ternary form, A, B, A, maybe we go to the parallel minor. Maybe we can go to E minor at some point, and then go back to E major. This is just, I'm just thinking out loud a little bit as to like where to take this hymn. But the first thing I want to do is capture that kind of style. So we're going of Andrew York. So I'm just going to, okay, we've got an upbeat here, which I don't want. So I'm going to get rid of this upbeat. Go to bar properties, actual, we'll make that 4/4. It's going to make this really messy, but that's okay. I want to get it, I'm trying to really find a specific feel. So it takes a bit of like experimenting, because I want to keep, I'm going to change the hymn a little bit, but I don't want to change it so much that it becomes unrecognizable. Finding that balance can be tricky. So, obviously the rhythm is important. That's I think that's like a 2/4 bar. So I'll go bar properties. I'm going to go 2/4. I'm going to, here we go. I'll put the first notes down. Exciting. That another voice. And then, another characteristic of Andrew York's music, he does love, modern contemporary harmonies. So hymns tend to be very triadic. They use lots of triads, and they avoid seventh chords and that kind of thing. Occasionally you'll get some beautiful suspensions, but it's very, it's quite regulated. So maybe something we could explore. Something like that. No, that's pretty nice. So we'll make that a C natural, and then we'll go to an E major 7 chord. I'm finding something a bit different. Once I find the groove and the feel, I think I'll be moving much faster. I'm kind of right now I'm kind of stuck a little bit at like finding the feel and the groove and the texture and everything. Once we find it, we'll be moving a lot faster. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 1, and 1, and 2. Okay, so we'll do something a little bit different. You guys probably can't stand my guitar's flat compared to MuseScore. Okay. Copy that, paste it. Okay, here. There we go. That might be a feel. That might be a texture that I'll continue with. Just keep this 16th note thing going, I reckon. That's a B. I'm going back to make this rhythm a bit more interesting, so I'm going to try something like make a bit of a syncopated bass inspired by Andrew York. And then I want to put the melody on the offbeat as well, so it's not too like predictable. So something like that. That's nice. E major 7 to B7 in third inversion with the E pedaling. That's a nice harmonization. So all right. What do you think? What do you think? So in the original, harmonically it's going from E, E again, E in, E. What is this chord? Oh, yeah, it's going B7. E, B7, B7 again. But the melody here we get. That's a accented passing tone. So it's a B7 chord that resolves to a chord tone next there. So it's not sounding Andrew York like, it's sounding a bit more Baroque like. So oh, hey, there we go. We need to find some more colourful chords. Don't ask me how I found the chord, it's just the fingers sometimes find the chord, you know what I mean? Okay, so what's this? C natural. I like it. D sharp. Oops. Try it again. D sharp, G sharp. It's a bit bossa nova, you know. Maybe a bit of chromaticism, anyway. Let me continue with this. Da 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 da. I'll keep the flow going. I feel like we need something pretty colorful here. Maybe we do that. Barely play that chord, but let's see. I want it. I want the chord, but not so easy to play, but that's a B. All right, let's see what we got so far. Maybe I can do it here. Yes. Much better. Okay. Now I can put the tabs in too, and I want to show you that little trick here. So, for example, this bit I'm playing up here, not like that. So what you can do is you can just select these notes and drag them down. It's pretty neat. It's got it. Now I do the same for these ones. Select them, drag them down a string, and there we go. Now this is on the 4th string on the 9th fret, and that's on the 2nd string. That's on the 3rd string, 8th fret. That's on the 4th string, 3rd string, and then I went to, that's right, that's on the 6th string, and then that's on the 3rd string, and then I did this up here, so that's all up, like, so I just do that, and that changes it. Okay, so then the melody kind of comes to an end, so we can be a little bit freer maybe with it. What do you guys think? I see there's a few people watching. Love to know your thoughts. Just in case, just to catch you up a little bit, I've turned. Step one is I got the PDF of this hymn, imported it into MuseScore. You just go File, Import PDF in MuseScore, and then you upload the file. It puts it up into MuseScore pretty well. There was a bit of a weird thing that happened at the end, but that's okay. Most of it came out well. It was in the key of E flat major, so I thought, don't like that key, changed it to E major. We have much more open strings that way. I changed the bass clef to treble clef, and then so that just changed the notes so I could read them much better in treble clef. And then I changed the octaves. I think I put both parts up an octave, and then so that's given me like a really good starting point to work from. It's in E major, all the parts are in treble clef. Then I'm thinking, what sort of form to use, what sort of texture, what sort of feel. We're inspired a bit by Andrew York's Andecy. Okay, that's kind of where we're at, and this is what we have so far. So we went from, if I play the original, like that, and I turned it into something like that, right? It took a little while to get this. It's quite intricate, and a lot of notes and stuff, so took a while to get it to this point, and it took quite a bit of finding, like searching for it, because we are we don't want it to be too triadic like the original, so that was something, and we don't want it to be too homophonic, meaning chordal. Like the texture of a hymn is usually very chordal, so we've created this kind of arpeggiated texture based on that. So let's keep it going. So we're at the end of a phrase now. I'm trying to use, instead of just a plain E chord, something something like that. I'll go with that. I can remember. Huh? Because I've got time, so I can do that. Okay. Something again that I like about Andrew York's writing, there's such good grooves in it. So I'm trying to groove the bass, like put the bass in on weak beats, like a syncopated bass. Same with the melody. Sometimes putting the melody in, like that B on an off beat. So I'm gonna kind of do that. And then we'll go to the next. Next melody there. Okay. So let me write this bit in. Nice. Okay, so I'm glad that worked out rhythmically, because now this is going to be the upbeat to the next melody right here. I don't know why it's out of line. This is this is imported PDF file, so it didn't import it perfectly, but it's enough, instead of having to write it out again. It saved a lot of time, so it was really cool feature. It's free too to import. MuseScore is free, and then a lot of the features are free too. It's really pretty neat. If you need, like, let's say you're not such a proficient guitarist, or you're writing something that's well beyond your level or something, you can always get. Now I'm playing the hymn and the my arrangement down the bottom at the same time, so that's pretty neat. So you can kind of hear that they do match, they line up. Alright. I can't play it that fast. MuseScore does it well, so. I'm quite happy with that. Might change that, just a little thing, just to make it more playable. Might change that to a B, open. Wait, give me a B, give me a B. There we go. Okay. So. I might take this out. You got to think about playability a little bit, So I might take that note out. Okay. Cool. Now the next bit is almost a sequence. It's very similar shape, just everything's up a step, E becomes F, F becomes G, G becomes A, B becomes C, then it changes a little bit, G becomes B. So I think that's the only departure from the sequence, and then F goes up to G. So it's almost a sequence up, which means we could try, if I paste that, and if it's a sequence up, if I go up a step, I know I'm maybe, cheating a little bit here, you could say, some might say, but let's see what happens. So we get that. Okay, I can't play F sharp there, I can play it here. I already like the start. So that's the different chord there. Ooh, I like it. Yes, please. Okay, now. Not easy to play though. If you have any suggestions, any chords I should try or anything, thanks, Bobby. Let me know. Just change it to a B. I want something a little bit more colorful. I'm trying to find. Roll, listening ears, their carols raise. Let me never forget. Okay, I'm just looking at the words now too, in case there might be some inspiration there. So, is my father's world. This is my father's world. And to my listening ears. Okay. Ooh, what about a diminished chord? It's not quite Andrew York-like though, I don't think. Going back to the model, right? Remember, I'm modeling something else which is very different. Andesides in minor, and it's not as melodically driven, I would say, in some ways. But there's a great groove and texture and pattern that he uses, and I'm sort of using that And the harmonies too, really beautiful harmonies. So I'll just go with that for now. Not too. I can always come back. I feel like my fingers might find something a bit later on. Anyway, I'll put the tablature in. Remember the trick with tablature, so I can. This is all down here. That's open. That's on the 3rd string, 11th fret. That's back on the 5th string. How did I do it before? Oh yeah, just like that. So we'll do the 4th string, 9th. That's on the 3rd string. Oops, that's on the 4th string there. These 3 notes are up a string, 4th string. A bit muddy. I don't know if I like this chord. Maybe I'll go to the 2 chord. Kind of turning in a little bit into like my typical. It's very hard to avoid, it's sort of turning into my typical style of writing. It's very hard to avoid that. Let me play it again from what we have. There, and then we go. So I just for time's sake too, I'll probably just use that same rhythm. But now we're going to a B chord. But it's not very Andrew York sounding, but I think we started it off that way a little bit. Maybe we need a little breather in the rhythm, so I'm going to just use that as a quarter note, doing a kind of a B7/A, so 3rd inversion B7 chord. What's going on? I don't know. Sometimes I don't like how MuseScore does that. See, I put the note in and it thinks like it wants me to go to the next beat. I don't want to go there yet. That should be a C. Okay. And then I need these two notes to be filled in. I mean, they could just be... Could even just keep it nice and simple. Oops. Okay, let's see what we have so far. Took a while to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures, but well, 4.5 measures. Maybe a little slower, huh? Too many B's, I think, in the bass there. So feels like we're really building up here. Okay. All nature sings and round me rings the music of the spheres. Nice. I just need to play this again. I'll put the tablature in here. I think that's all in the, yeah, I think that's all right. And then I'll put the tablature in here. And I think that's right, except these notes will do on the second string. Cool. Too hard. It's just too hard. I'm going to simplify that. I really like the first 2 bars. I'm happy with. I'm liking the start of this, and then it's getting a little bit difficult there. Partly due to that chord. Simplify it. Oops. I want to add a minor chord in there. So a little thing about chords here. This is an E chord and 1 chord, and I thought it'd be nice to substitute it with a minor chord instead of, because so far there's lots of major chords used. I used a minor chord here as well to substitute this chord. So this is an A chord here, like that, and this is an E chord like that. But instead I used that and then So you hear they're very similar. They're called chord substitutions because this A chord here and this chord, this is F sharp minor 7. So they use a lot of the same notes as each other. So you can call that a chord substitution. And the same with this E major chord. This is a G sharp minor chord, and they have a lot of the same notes. You know, the G sharp and the B, 2 of the notes in common. So they substitute quite well. But you know, Andrew, he likes sus chords, so maybe I'll make a G sharp minor sus4. How about that? Okay, let's have a listen to that. That's also a little tricky. Hollow, I don't like that, but then we're going to go to sort of feel like a change of texture now might be nice. So Andrew, you're going back to the model. He has, and that very much inspired, you know, this bit. And then he gets this other section. Well, first of all, he builds up. And then much more arpeggiated kind of line weaving through the different we could go for something like that. We could do that later though, because we haven't heard this texture for very long, so I might keep it. Now you're seeing all the real, you know, the grappling of a composer or arranger. You know, like this is the real stuff, right? This is not edited, not an edited video or anything. I'm really grappling with like, what do I do now? What, right? And I think a question many composers, even probably very, very experienced composers, have that question too. That's why I keep coming back to the model piece. I could go to another piece to draw some inspiration from. I could just keep playing this and kind of see where it feels like going next. Oops. Needs to be B again. And what do I do there? I do want to split that. Okay. Let me try it again. So I think it's nice. Yeah, I feel like it's time. I feel like it's time to do something a bit different. So I'm going to use that kind of. Especially with the beautiful lyrics here, you know, nature sings and around me rings the music of the spheres. The second verse, morning light, the lily white declare their maker's praise. And then the third phrase, through the wrong seems often so strong, God is the ruler yet. Wow, some deep things to ponder on there. So yeah, I'm just gonna do something like that. So let's go. See what I love about Andrew York's music? He puts the melody on the offbeats and then always on the onbeat. They're not always predictable, and then he throws in these harmonics. Beautiful. Just keep that. Like that. Okay, there we go. So I've found a way to add the harmonic. I think there's a way to make that a diamond note head. Cannot remember. Properties. Here we go. Go to properties. Diamond. There we go. Oh, that's pretty nice. I feel like that kind of harmonic movement would be nice. Bit of chromaticism, contrary motion between the bass and the melody. So the melody is going down, and the melody is going, and the bass is going up. I'll see if that works. It's nice when you just stumble on chords like that. Try this section. Exactly sure how to link this bit. I'm just trying out different things, and then we go. Okay. Back to Andrew York. What do you do, Andrew York? about the harmony a little bit. Maybe we can put the melody in the bass. So then that note is now the melody. What about so many options? Melody in the bass. That chord, that's a very impressionistic kind of. I don't know what just happened there, but I like it. I'll do it. Okay, so bit of contra emotion, I guess. Give me two Bs. I guess not. Okay. should be a quarter note. We've got D sharp, G sharp, B, open E. Don't know what chord that is, but sure. I'm just kind of letting go right now. I don't know what, I don't quite know where this is coming from. So. Yeah. A, F, A. Something like that. How's that? Okay. Alright, let's see how that's all fitting together. So, from the start, oops, let me try it again. Okay, I'm quite happy with it so far. I'm going to try it again, and I might have to wrap up here, and we'll see. Maybe I can get started with the kind of last bit, and then I'd have to think about the form overall and other possibilities. But you know, this is, what have I been going for here? An hour, so not bad for an hour. I think because I'm modeling another piece, I'm able to. I've got a very, you know, I've got the melody and the tune and the harmony and the rhythm. In some cases, the rhythm, and then I had this model piece and a C by Andrew York. So that really helped me to, you know, it could have been faster maybe, but I was stuck at a couple points, and at one point I'm still not super happy with this here. It's a bit bland to me, but I'm really happy with what happened here. Something just clicked, and I quite like where that's going. So, and the start I'm quite happy with as well. So I'm just going to play it through one more time, and maybe I'll have to wrap it up there. So. Yeah, I think I want to change that. Not like that. Yeah. Need the G sharp in there. Come on. Okay. Maybe I'll do something like that. If it's a bit too busy. That's an improvement. Okay, let me just put that in. Okay, I have to try it again because I just made a couple of changes. What did I just do there? Do that. I want to swap the order. What do you think of the diminished chord? I think I like it better. Not the best voice leading though. Anyway. Yeah, I kind of want to keep that darker feeling. Maybe I need to. There we go. There's a nice bit of counterpoint in there. Why does this happen now? You know, like what's that? Okay, let's see. That's going. Yeah, this is too like too straight down the, you know what I mean? Anyway, next bit. Something like that. Anyway, it's forming. That's, I think, a good start. Definitely gives me a lot of material to work with. I might spend a couple minutes just touching this up. I'm really liking this a lot more, these couple of bars now. I like that cluster. I might add the B in there too. Ooh, listen to that. Can I keep the clusters going, I wonder? Something clustery for now. It'll be that. And then why not open E underneath that? Okay. I think clusters are the secret. That's what might help me here to make it sound it's a bit generic and a bit doesn't quite have the same color and character as the rest. I'm not super happy with that as well. That's a bit nicer. Keep this cluster, idea going. I think we can find an even. the kind of thing I'm looking for. Whoa, okay, that's nice too. Sort of diminished. Getting a bit barky here, but that's all right. Hopefully. Can't do that. What about some kind of F sharp chord? Maybe it'd be natural. Keep those clusters going. That's the secret. All right. Okay. Should be a G sharp. Okay, now I'm happy with that one bar. That one bar I'm happier with now. Okay, so gotta fix this bar, and then we'll go to more clusters. When in doubt, cluster it up. How can I do this? There it is. What was it again? Yeah. I don't know if it's over clustering it up, but over clustered. But beauty of this is that you get a straight chord, a straight E chord. There you get a bit of cluster, and then pretty little cluster there, and then something like that. Let's just put a D there to finish it up. Alright, thanks for watching. I got to run now. That's all I can get to for now. That's a good, hour and a half? Yeah, about an hour and a half. I reckon another hour and a half I'd probably be done with the rest of it and tweak, I got to tweak that spot there still. And then I want to think about the form, because we probably don't want to just follow the form of the hymn. We might come back to sections to think about that a little bit, but it's definitely in the back of my mind, the whole time, a little bit like what is the form going to be. But at least we got some textures, and they're based on Andrew York and the harmonies too. So anyway, I hope that was helpful in some way if you've been watching, and if you want to learn more about arranging, harmony, things like that, feel free to join the Creative Classical Guitarist. It's a 7-day free trial. We also have a free template you can download to compose an Alemannian style of Bach. So thanks for watching. See you next time.